Opening statement scheduled to begin in a former suburban Chicago police officer's murder for hire trial. Drew Peterson is his name. And there's his face. How can you forget it? Currently serving a 38-year sentence for the murder of his third wife. But now he's facing new charges for allegedly plotting to kill the prosecutor who put him behind bars in that case. Our legal panel is here. Mercedes Cohen, a Fox News legal analyst, and David Schwartz, a defense attorney, former prosecutor. Good to see you both. Mercedes,
hello.
Peterson, I mean, this guy he's notorious. He's infamous. He was all over the media. He not only killed wife number 3, but he's suspected of killing wife number 4, who vanished. Her body's never found. But he's so notorious, can he actually get a fair trial?
What a great question. I mean, there isn't going to be a single juror on the planet that doesn't know him and doesn't know all the things that have transpired. So that's going to be the biggest challenge. You're going to have someone who literally lived under a rock for the last 5 or 10 years. But so what's going to end up happening is the judge is going to say, you probably know about this case, but the key question is, can you be fair and impartial? And that question is posed to that particular juror in front of everyone else. Who's going to say and say, no, this guy's a murderer, he's a psychopath. I can't sit on that jury.
Yeah, it's not that you don't already know about the case. It's whether you can set that aside and just judge based on the evidence presented in the 4 corners of the courtroom.
It's so hard. A case like this is the hardest case for a criminal defense attorney to find a fair and impartial jury. It's next to impossible. You really have to do an intense voir dire on the panel and make sure that they understand the bigger picture. This is bigger than Peterson. It's about the system of justice.
You know, it's not just a confidential informer who is going to be a key witness saying, well, he asked me to hire a hitman to kill the prosecutor. No. There's wiretapped conversations. So you're going to hear the words of the accused himself. Pretty substantial evidence.
Great point. And the defense really worked so hard to keep that wiretap out. They even started accusing the judge of having somehow dealt some issues
because
with that
the judge actually met with a confidential informant prior to issuing, I guess, the authorization.
Which is unusual. I mean, we've all been practitioners. That's kind of unusual that your judge would do it. But you know what? Bottom line is the judge ruled that that's coming in, and that jury is going to hear Peterson's voice trying to get him to actually be a hitman.
But in fairness to the judge, he was probably trying to decide, is this confidential informant really legit for me to issue a probable cause warrant for the wiretap?
The credibility of the confidential informant is something that the defense is going to harp on. They're going to harp on that. And usually these are winnable cases with these informants, these jailhouse informants. But if it's going to be a character assassination on Peterson...
Are they going to claim entrapment here?
Absolutely. Entrapment is always part of that defense. He was planted there to entrap Peterson into making that statement. And he could be just pontificating about anything in jail.
You know, it's not the first time that Drew Peterson has allegedly tried to hire a hitman to kill somebody. There is evidence that he tried to pay $25,000 to a coworker several years ago to kill wife number 3. She ended up dead anyway at his hands, the jury found. And it's a little bit unclear from the news accounts whether the judge is going to allow that prior bad act of hiring a hitman earlier into evidence in this case. What do you think the judge should do?
I think it's too prejudicial and not probative enough. The judge is going to say this is so prejudicial, and frankly, it goes to the heart of it. If you're going to say, well, he tried to do it with Savio and ultimately didn't need that particular hitman, Peterson must have done it with this informant. It's not going to come in.
The standard is if the probative value outweighs the prejudicial effect, then it's permissible.
Right. I have to say, I agree with Mercedes. I didn't think you were going to come up with that answer. But certainly this is prejudicial, and the prejudicial effect clearly outweighs the probative value. Triumph for this case. Don't triumph for past cases.
And the judge doesn't want to give the defense a reason for appeal upon conviction, right?
Of course.
Sure. That's exactly
right. Of course not. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Peterson never took the witness stand in his first trial.
Smart.
If he takes the witness stand now, though, he can be questioned about that prior murder conviction, right?
Savio's murder will come up. That'll be the first question, and the prosecution's going to start to say, well, weren't you convicted of Savio's murder? It will definitely convict him in this time around.
Well, and the judge needs to make a pretrial ruling on that as well. Even if Peterson, he has made that ruling. So clearly that would be a reason to keep Peterson off the stands.
Is he going to take the stand?
No, he's not going
Never.
to take this stand.
No.
Tell me why.
Because you're opening
He's
yourself
already
up.
doing 38 years.
I mean, look, there's
And
a-
he's
Because he's
arrogant
cocky.
as the day
That's
is
what
long.
it is. He's cocky.
He is. I mean, that's the
David.
one thing
Look,
we know about him.
you
He
know
is
what?
brash, he's cocky, he's arrogant.
From a defense standpoint, it's still a winnable case if you could get the jury to take out of their minds his past history and just judge him on these facts. You've got the jailhouse informant, you got the credibility. It's
Spoken
a
like a
winnable.
great defense attorney, it's
in
not
a
happening.
tunnel, it's a winnable
With the
case.
wiretap, oh, no way. With
Yeah.
those, with the wiretap that's going to come in, that's already coming in, and the criminal background of the
People say things
gonna
in jail
come in.
all the
What
time.
is
They-
it?
No, I
What
don't know.
is it with husbands named Peterson that
Yeah,
kill their
right.
wives?
Oh, no
Scott
kidding.
Peterson.
Scott Peterson.
Yep.
He's on death row, right, in California.
That's right.
For
Yeah,
Lacey
killing his
Peterson.
wife, Lacey Peterson. Now Drew Peterson. All right.
Unbelievable.
Mercedes Colwin, David Schwartz. Always good to see you guys.
Thank
Great
you.
to see
Thank you.
you. Thanks.
All right, Art.
Very nice, guys.